Hello and welcome back to the Reapers. So another tactical debrief. The mission was the Defend the Grumble mission. So if you didn't see it, we have a blue base here and a blue team here, a red base here and a red team there. Two SA-10, S-300 Grumble sites, one there, both on kind of mountaintop ledges. Both sites are under construction and not operational. The mission for the blues was to defend the sites, and the mission for the Reds was to destroy at least one site, and to destroy it they had to destroy at least 5 units in that site. So what we did for the Blues is a relatively complex defence. We split up into pairs, and we had I think 4 pairs defending this eastern Grumble, and we had 4 pairs defending this western Grumble. We had Harriers up close defending them, and A-10s. We had F-5s 10 miles in front as kind of intercepts in case the hostiles came in front. We had Vigans circling a wide circle around the Grumbles up high so that we could dive down, and we had a couple of wild cards scattered about as well. So let's scroll forward and get to the rough tactics of what actually happened. So you can see we're in place. I don't know why static's slow, but I imagine she disconnected or something. So you can see you've got a Harrier pair here in close, you've got a Vigan pair here up high ready to dive down, and a F5 pair 10-15 miles in front or whatever, ready for the intercept. So the problem was, well, I don't know if it was really a problem, but the Reds decided to attack just one Grumble site, which is the obvious thing to do. So all of these 6 guys around here didn't see any action, including Cap, which is why I didn't get any fancy cockpit footage or anything. We stuck our ground and just stayed around here. So it was basically these 6 guys against these Red 6 or 7. However, we did have some cunning tactics. We did have Trash, who we sent out here to monitor the base from a safe distance. He did that, and then he picked up the Reds leaving base, which is what Trash is good at. So he spotted them, and then he put a tail on them, basically. And he wanted to go and attack them, but we figured that would be a bad idea. We figured it would be better to get Trash to tail them, and then that way he could guide in an entire force of 2 Vigans and 2 F5s, which would neutralise them completely. Reds and Blues just had 1 life, so that would have wiped them out completely. It didn't quite work. Let's see why. I think Trash lost situational awareness. He must have lost visual at one point and carried on going down here, thinking that the hostiles were down here. In fact, they were moving north. Okay, never mind. So let's carry on following it through. Speed it up. Hostiles had 3 Mirage Ds, which are ground attack only, and I think 4 MiG-21s, and one of them just disconnected by the looks of it, so 3 MiG-21s now. So Trash here called these 2 Vigans in, but you can see by the time that they got to where Trash is, he had completely lost the Reds. If he had stayed on the tail of the Reds, then that would have been a successful move. Never mind. So the Reds obviously came down here in the low grounds to the east by about 30 or 40 miles of this Grumble, and they came around the north here, and then that was their attack from the north. I can see stuff going on here. I'm not sure what happened here. After they'd lost contact with these guys, instead of following roughly where these guys should have gone, they went back to the base. So this was an obvious mistake. I don't know why they did this, but they did, so be it. And I think Trash ended up getting shot down, which is obvious if you go 6 miles away from an SA-11, so I don't know what that was all about, but never mind. And then I got these guys. I found out that they were messing around down here, and I told them to go back here, so what we should see them burning back up there, which they are. Good thing is everyone's sticking in their pairs. You can see the Blues used to be very disorganised and just fly around all over the place, but now we're in pairs. You've got a pair of Vigans there, pair of F5s there, pair of Vigans there, pair of F5s there, pair of Harriers there, pair of Harriers there, and so on. And it made for a really good defence, so at least we kind of know what we're doing now. Right, let's carry on with these guys. So they wanted to make sure they go right past here so they can go in for a sneak attack from the back. And here we go. The Mirages decide to go in first, which are the ground attackers. I would have done it the other way around, but whoopsie. Right, so Mirages come in low over the mountains and get all the way in, and then accelerate and climb. I think they're going for a initial attack. Actually, it probably is the best thing to do. Send the bombers in first at transonic speed, and there's no way we can intercept them in time. And this is essentially where we won it. By good luck, on the Blues side, the Reds had technical problems. In fact, let me go and read the Discord message of what problems they had. So this is from their captain. So you'll see several runs where we go in and don't fire. Some of that is due to those extra steps that you apparently have to take in order to fire the rockets if you don't have magics, which are like sidewinders equipped, which none of us have ever done. Also, didn't know that you could tear off your weapons in the mirage if you were in air-to-ground mode. Go figure. Okay, so what he's saying is, basically, they didn't have air-to-air missiles because I banned them from having air-to-air missiles because otherwise they literally would have just wiped out everyone here straight away because they're 4th-gen fighters. So they just had their bombs, basically. Now, because of they had their bombs, there was a bug or something in firing their air-to-ground weapons. So none of these guys, as it turns out, could fire their air-to-ground weapons. If they had been able to do that, they would have won really easily. They would have just come here, fired that, destroyed the site, and then flown home. And we probably wouldn't even have seen them. However, luckily, their bombs weren't working. And that makes me very happy because it means they had to just loiter and fire their guns for ages, and then we can find them and kill them. So that worked out well for once. It usually works out badly, but it worked out well. So you can come in, you can see Wolf Shadow coming in here. It's transonic, absolutely unstoppable. Can't fire his weapons. Turns a high G turn, and then his missiles fall off because he didn't know that the missiles fall off if you go above 6G. So some lovely inexperience there for the Mirages, which is very handy. And I don't think any of them got to fire through the whole mission, so that's excellent. So let's see what happens next. Right, about this time, the Blues start understanding what's going on. That's going to be P-Man and Wolf Shadow by the looks of it. So P-Man's a loitering Harrier, much slower obviously than the Mirages and less manoeuvrable and less everything basically. But he has missiles and the Mirages don't. And we've got Marvin coming behind P-Man. And Wolf Shadow in for guns, I think, on the site. Trying to watch both. Yep, Wolf Shadow does a really good run. Hits about 5 units, kills 3, I think. Marvin's using guns. He's not really supposed to use it in an air-to-air situation. It's a little bit naughty, but I don't think they actually kill anyone like that. So it doesn't really matter. If you're wondering why we've got Mirage Ds here, it's because some of these red guys don't own the MiG-21 module, so this allows them to fly with their guys, but not be cheating basically. So we've basically nerfed the Mirage for them. Which is probably something we'll do a lot more of. It seems to work pretty well. Right, just looking what's going on. So Marvin has disengaged from P-Man. Like I said, they're not supposed to be. The Mirages aren't supposed to be shooting anyway, so that's probably why I did it. Oh god, it's just an absolute Charlie Foxtrot here. I don't know really what to watch. Here's something. Preen has got in their formation of MiGs. Let's see how that happened, shall we? So where's Preen? That's not Preen. Where's Preen? There. So it's a bit bugged at the moment for some reason. It's obviously not in the mountain. So he sees the MiGs come in. Doesn't want to fire straight away. I don't know the reason, but I'm sure there's a good reason. Maybe he can't get tone or whatever. So he comes in from emerge. If you're wondering why they're going through the ground, it's just this tactical review being bugged. It does it sometimes. And he just merges in the middle of them. That's pretty cool. And poor old Skay here didn't realise what had happened. Didn't realise that this guy was a bad guy until it was too late, until Preen had started shooting, which is pretty awesome. So let's see what happens. So P-Man is chasing after Wolf Shadow now. Preen is going to fire on Coffee. He's waited long enough, so he's really done his IFF. Made sure that is a hostile. Done his calls, etc. And that's fast Harrier, 500 knots. Very good. Come on, take the bloody shot. Okay, in the meantime, Raptor in a MiG-21, who took a slightly different path, has hit P-Man. Luckily no kill. And Preen has fired finally on Coffee. I don't know why it took so long, but he got it. And that's dead Coffee. That's what we like to see. Right, who's next? Let's just run that through now. Right, we've got P-Man, a 1.2 nautical mile shot. That is a kill shot on Wolf Shadow. So P-Man got in a nice lead. Well, he cut the corner basically of Wolf Shadow and just shot up the tailpipe. Excellent work. Now Skay looks like it's going to chase Preen in return. So let's go and have a look at this. Two oddly matched I mean, they're surprisingly well matched planes, the MiG-21 and the Harrier. They always tend to have good dogfights, these two, for some reason. Right, so Preen's a bit, Skay Drake is a bit all over the place at the moment. Quite a bit of alpha, but okay, he's back on task now. And, right, he's about to shoot Preen, the Harrier. Preen's going high, and he's maybe chaffing. Yeah, I think he was putting some flares out there, sorry. To tell these two F5s that are coming in, who have been loitering out here. So they've called that the hostiles are coming in. Preen said, I've got a guy on my 6, so I'm going to flare, I'm going to go high. And then these two guys are going to come in and resolve the situation. I think that's what happens. Stand by. Zoidberg identifies the IFF's the correct guy. And is that going to be a shot? It's a pow shot at 1 mile, and that's definitely a kill shot. Lovely shot. Look at that. Pow. Lovely. Skay Drake has survived. And now it's all going to get really messy, isn't it? So, double high yo-yo from these two F5s. And look how they stick together. Protecting each other's back. Really good work there. Also a couple of Vegans together back there. The Harriers have got split apart because there's just a lot going on there with them. Right, Skay Drake's finally got his shot off on Preen. In fact, that's his second shot on Preen, isn't it? It's going to be a kill shot. Preen survived. It's one tough Harrier. Lots of surviving going on. Right, so Skay Drake is taking lead. Dodges a shot from one of those two. I don't know which one. It was one of those two. He just had too much left to right aspect for that missile to guide. Skay Drake coming in. Now we've got a big speed difference here. Preen has burnt all of his speed off, possibly on purpose as a brake check. And Skay Drake is no way he's going to stop this jet in time. And that's almost certainly going to be an overshoot. Yeah, he's gone in for guns. He's missed, and that is an overshoot. Preen, lovely brake check there, worked really well. Zoidberg, unfortunately, because he's come bombing in supersonic, he's overshot, he's having to turn away. Maverick, however, oh my god, that was Raptor firing at someone, god knows who. Luckily he missed. Maverick's got on a lovely pursuit on Skay Drake. Speed's a little high though, he may lose this, he may overshoot. No, he got him, look at that. Excellent work from Maverick. He's a new kid who's just come in, so we're watching him closely. And so far that's immaculate flying, perfect sticking with the wingman, perfect IFF, and a perfect shot. So I'm happy with that. Raptor has come through, but never got hold of Maverick. Okay, let me know if you see anything. That is Sonic spotted Maverick. Shame he couldn't get a missile off. That is well within AIM-9 mic range. They could do at least double that range. So if he could have got a shot off, that would have been a kill guaranteed. So that is a shame. Udarosa has now finally arrived. He's the guy who disconnected. He's come back in finally. And Sonic, you see that red dotted line? That means he's lost line of sight. So I think he's probably lost Raptor now. Just trying to look around. Static's flying up a little bit high. She's a bit out of the fight there. So lost situational awareness there. Maverick is doing whatever Maverick's doing. I don't know. Zoidberg closing on Urosa. Yep. Sonic Dust has given up on that. Just going to run that through a little bit. We've got merge. Zoidberg, Urosa. And Zoidberg does really well. He's kept over 400 knots in a really tight turn. So he's done really good turn there. Kept inside. Then out to lag and then back in. It's just kept the alpha low enough as to not burn his speed off, and that's put him right on the back of that MiG-21, so that's pretty sweet. Just watching a lovely turn there from Raptor. Oh god, too much going on. Right, so Zoidberg, yeah, that's closed in on Ruderosa, and that is it's quite far for gun range, 2,000 feet, but it's a good hit. Gonna get a hit again, mate. Oh, missiles off. They were ground attack missiles, I guess, but it was wrong. The target was over here, so a bit of panic going on there. And what's going on? Guns against guns. Zoidberg. All over Uderosa's ass. Nothing Uderosa can do. Zoidberg got the better acceleration and just nails him. Great kill, Zoidberg. Zoidberg and Maverick are pair of the match so far, easily. Right, something happened back here as well, so we've just got to have a look. This is Raptor and the A10. So somehow Raptor so the A10 lost situational awareness around this mountain. Raptor didn't. He did a 180 reverse and straight on the A10 side, and that is a R60 pow, running the chops. And guns finish. Miss on the guns, but I think that was all he needed. I think that was Sonic down. So it's a great fight so far. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Right, the vegans are coming in to relieve the other guys, because the other guys are all out of missiles and probably fuel as well. Luckily, like I said, no one's really hit the Grumble apart from one gun run so far, because of problems that they had. So let's just run that through now and see what happens. Zoidberg and Maverick getting back together. They're the wingman, so it's good to see them getting back together. Two wingmen coming in here, Stahl, Signore. Right, these two are probably going to have to IFF these Vigans now. Yep, so this pair is communicating with this pair, I imagine. Don't know, that was Fortunero dumping his rockets that you can't figure out how to use, I think. Right, when's someone's going to bump into someone at some point. Have a merge from Raptor and Maverick there. No, they haven't seen each other. Maybe they have. Let's speed that up a little bit, shall we? Maverick's put some flares out, which is for Zoidberg to see, but Raptor was on the hunt and is closing in on him. Luckily, Maverick's keeping fast, and as we remember from training, speed is life. If you keep fast, the bad guy can't catch you up and he can't shoot you. So it's essential. Stuff is happening here. This is Marvin came down. I'm just trying to see what he's doing. Hang on. He's dropped some bombs. Belugas. Dropped belugas. Did he get hit? Yes, he got some. Most missed. Oh, luckily most missed. If he'd have got those on target, that would have won them the game. It would have taken out the sight. So that was a costly error for Marvin there. So under the pressure of Zoidberg, I imagine Zoidberg put him off just in time. And Zoidberg is now merging on Marvin. You saw that. And Zoidberg's going to make short work of this, even though the Mirage is, I imagine, superior in a dogfight. So Zoidberg, what's he got? What's he got? Guns. Now the problem is the speed. Very fast accelerating jet here, the Mirage, versus a not very fast accelerating jet, the F5. So Marvin's probably going to get away with this. And he's called in. And you see how he's put flares out there. He's not done that to dodge guns. He's done that to tell his mate here that what's going on and that he needs some help out. So I imagine, yeah, and Raptor straight in with a Romeo 60. And that's going to be a dead Zoidberg. Zoidberg did nothing wrong. It was just good teamwork from the Reds. Good to see. Big pair still looking for... Oh, God, stuff's going on here. Let's see how this occurred. Right, Maverick's seen Fortunero. Good job there. Fortunero had a miserable day today, and it's about to get worse. Let's see this. Well spotted. Well spotted. It's got a nice silhouette of the Mirage there, so you can identify that it's a Delta wing. Okay, coming to merge, taking his time, not hurrying. Problem he's got, maybe not. I mean, he is a little bit fast. He's 90 knots faster than the Mirage. He's just got to be careful not to overshoot. That's all. So, and that's nice. Yep, look at that. He came in, coming in a lovely lag there. Didn't panic with the lead or anything. Really, really spot on there. And this is going to be a lovely straight on pursuit here. And he's burnt his speed down just in time, and it's going to be a perfect run here, I imagine. Just got to get him in the sights now, and guns, and that's going to be a kill. Good range. Bad guns, and a hit. You got him. Well done, Maverick. 2 excellent. Has Maverick killed 2 guys? I can't remember. He's doing very, very well though, so no mistakes as well, which is nice. So probably Maverick for man of the match so far. Right. Right, so it goes into Charlie Foxtrot mode again. F5, 2 Vegans trying to find out who's who. Maverick's pointing his belly at Raptor, which is probably going to be trouble for him, but we'll see. Let's try and get an overview of what's going on. Marvin is not fighting, he's just worrying about these, which is good. That's his job. He's in now. Oh, look at that. Something went wrong. He dropped belugas, but some of them hit him, or something went wrong with his belugas. Which is nice because they drift miles away. That's pretty shit bombing there, to be honest. So that's just flown straight by. Again, lucky if those belugas hit on target, that would have been game over for the Blues. Static still just charging around Angels 20, not really doing anything. Okay, next let's carry on. Raptor is now going to merge with all of them essentially. And he's turned a bad situation into a good one. Maverick's just overshot on the inside of the corner. And he's now in pursuit of Maverick. So let's watch this through. Right, so the problem with Raptor is he's very slow now. That's quite a slow accelerating jet as well. So Maverick, although Maverick is going slow as well. Too slow. I imagine Maverick is out of fuel now after all that burning. So it's about to cost him. So Raptor must be out of R60s, otherwise obviously would have fired by now. So he's going to close in for guns. He's getting his speed up finally. He's going to come in for guns right now. See some guns action. Too close. Maybe he's out of ammo or something. I don't know why he's coming so close. He should have been gunning, I imagine. It's a nice steady target. Yeah, how about that? Just went straight past him. In the debrief, he said he had a problem with his gun, so that was it, obviously. So lucky Maverick there. He's obviously overshot from that. And the tables are turned. Maverick, and now this is where it started going wrong. So Auntie finally got into the action, and let's go and see when she fired. Auntie is very, very careful. She never does anything reckless, and let's see what happened with Auntie. That's probably the only reckless thing I've ever seen Auntie do, which is to fire with a hostile when a friend is right behind with a hotter burner. So that missile should probably go after the F5 now, unfortunately, but I don't think it does. But either way, that's a bad shot. Shouldn't do that. Can't fire at the guy with a heat seeker when there's a friend. We've got a video on this, how to avoid IFF, and that is the number 1. So I think she gets away with it. Yeah, she does. But Signori doesn't. And that is the first and only team kill. And it's a real shame that he shot the man of the match down as well. Very up. Maverick didn't do anything wrong. Wrong place, wrong time, and he had Signori behind him. So that was unfortunate. Right, let's try and find out why he did it. So when did he fire that missile? Missile away. So what can he see? He can see... So my best guess is that he said, I reckon Maverick probably put a call out to say that there's a hostile on his 6. And he... no, scratch that. No, scratch that. It is a mistake. So, he knows who the enemy is. He can see him. How do I know that? Because look at the plane vector. That's the blue line there. That is the vector of his aircraft, and it's pointing at the red guy. So he's shooting at the red guy. So he thinks the missile should hit the red guy, but we've been into this in great depth before. If you fire at that guy, the missile probably, well, it might go for that guy, but all it will do is look for the hottest burner in front of it. It won't go for the thing you've locked on for necessarily. And the hottest burner, I can't get a good shot, but is that guy there. It's closer to the missile. It's on a better aspect for the missile to hit. The missile's job is to go for the blue guy in this case. It's a better target for the missile. The missile can't IFF and it won't IFF. It's up to this guy here to avoid shooting into a bad situation like this. So the missile did exactly the right thing. It was Signori that made the error. And yep, just to reiterate that, took a bad shot, like Auntie took the bad shot. Shouldn't shoot with that guy there. You have to A, call him out the way, B, wait until the coast is clear. Mustn't shoot, otherwise this happens and you shoot your own man of the match down. So he won't be very popular, Signori. So that's happened. So let's carry on. Right, I must remember to mark Signori up. Let me make a note now. Right, anyway, let's carry on. So Signori's turned off. I think he's sulking now. What happens next? Marvin's still doing gun runs. He goes out of ammo. Just get some hits there, look. Right, Signori is now going to redeem himself. He's not lost Raptor, and he's after him. 1.5 miles. Much faster aeroplane. Well, yeah, it's a faster aeroplane. The Vegan's a faster aeroplane. So you can see already 150 knots on him. He's pulling a lead here. You see, aiming ahead of him. He's going to get a shot, and that's going to be a kill, it looks like. This guy just isn't left to right fast enough. Pow, hit. Pow, hit. And that's him dead. Although, what Signori didn't know is that he thought that the body was flying along was still alive. And so what he actually did was miss with his last shot and then go and suicide into him. Which is a good move. Suiciding into someone is weird, but it's a good way of taking out a hostile, especially when the hostiles have less men than you. It's pretty good. So does that. That's all fine, apart from the team kill. And I think that's the end of it, you know. I think Marvin goes into a kamikaze now, or not very far away. He's out of guns and kamikaze. Right, and what we see at the end of that, if I can get something where it doesn't glitch, and I don't think I can. Blues have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units left. So if they'd kill one more unit, the Reds, if their weapons had worked, they'd kill one more unit, they would have won. But technically we won, so that's happy. Anything we can count as a win is good at the moment. That's it. Anything to criticise there, apart from the team kill? Not really. Reds did as good as they could, basically, with the problems they had. These blue guys here did as well as they could with, you know, it's not easy fighting a bunch of mirages that come in transonic. These guys were, we stuck to their guns here, so all 6 guys, we stayed here, we knew the fight was going on, we stayed here. Was that the right thing to do? I don't know, you tell me, you comment, I don't really know, but we did stay here. Maybe we should have dispatched 2 to 4 guys over here. So that was that, and we went and landed, and that was it. Right, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.